Hey guys, how's everyone doing? I hope you're well. We got our 351 out on the bench. Don't let the starter cover fool you. It says it's a 350, but she is indeed a 351 magnesium bodied saw. This is one that I'm really wanting to get done sooner than later. I've got a bunch of parts here, and the saw was, close to complete when I got it here. It would start and try to run. But this evening I was like, well, I just want to get this thing out and see what all we need to get it up and running. Bottom end of it feels good. We won't really know about crank seals till we get it up and running. Just one of those deals we'll just have to see. Looked like it had a brand new carburetor on it, an OEM carb. We'll just have to see about that, but it seems fine. Sadly enough, the cylinder that was on it scored up pretty good. The pistons scored up pretty bad. But I do have a big box of 350 parts here. We traded around, got all of this from Simple Man. With the the deal was we were going to build the 2150 for them in return for this, and if I can get this saw to run as good as that one, I'll be tickled to death. But I have a big tote full of 350 parts over here. It wouldn't take, maybe a handful of parts, to build another saw. So, that's something maybe in the future, but who knows. I do have plans on one of the cylinders sitting there you're looking at to probably go on my 340 and convert it over to 350. But what we got here, I've got one good 45mm jug. The transfer plates are actually laying in this tote down here, but in all honesty, I'll probably just take the ones off of this cylinder and swap right over to it, being, they're there and easy to get to. But we are going to have to locate a piston. I have a piston here, two pistons. One's a flat top, the other's dished, which is this one, but they both kind of look like this in the front of them, so we got to buy a piston, which I'm sure is not going to be very expensive at all. That's kind of what I'm doing tonight, is an assessment to see what parts we need. I do have a 44mm open port cylinder and piston here. I'm assuming it's off the 350 that we have here. Like I said, I will probably just get a piston for this too, just to be safe. And I think the only other thing I'm gonna have to buy is like that little base plate and bolts, and we'll turn our little 340, which it's a good strong saw anyway. Maybe turn it into a 350 one of these days, but who knows, could be a future project. But so far right now, what I'm looking at on this is I've got to get the buckles for the top. If you guys have got like a 440 or 450 or something, the little buckles that snap the top down, I've got some here, but they're broke where it retains them into the case of the saw, and I'd just be afraid of using them, out in the woods, them fall off, and then I've got a loose top cover. But I've done price those. They're not very much at all. It's something I knew I needed anyway. We got to get a piston. I'm gonna look, but I've probably got a brand new 10mm wrist pin bearing here. If not, we'll pick one up, but I'm pretty sure that I've got one. The one that came out of it honestly didn't look bad either, but I got it here. It's missing the clutch cover, and we've got to locate which I've done priced it all. I'm pretty sure I've got a worm gear here in this tote of parts, a clutch and clutch drum, and I've got to get a muffler for it. I've got a couple of mufflers here that they are pretty rough, and I just don't want to use them, and it is what it is. But this is kind of just a part one, I guess, of this build. It'll probably be a couple weeks before there's a part two, but this is one of the next saws in the lineup here in the shop. So that's something, you guys can look forward to. Of course, it'll be ported. We'll just have to see. I may end up buying a whole piston and cylinder, who knows. But that's kind of the plan and actions. Get us a piston and a muffler and just the other little odds and ends the saw needs, and see if we can make us another beast of a little saw. If I could get it to run as good as his 2150 or the last 026 we just done, I'd be tickled to death. It's going to have a couple more CCs than the 026, so, you know, it is quad port transfers too, so, you know, maybe we'll get lucky on that and be able to get it to run as good as one of those. But figured I'd share that with you guys this evening. You know, as always, you guys stay safe and y'all have a good one.